everyone. Well, again, I'm having issues with my microphone. So, we are going to be doing a happy fall. Almost fall. Not yet fall. Still warm outside, but we're waiting for fall. Coffee syrups. We are going to make a brown sugar coffee syrup. We're going to do a salted caramel coffee syrup and a banana cinnamon coffee syrup. I hope you enjoy. Okay, so I've got in my pan the 1 cup of water and 1 cup of brown sugar. I'm going to get this to come up to a rolling boil. It's going to dissolve the sugar, obviously, and then it will turn it to a beautiful dark brown. When it gets to that point, definitely remove it from the heat and make sure that you don't scald it. So we are going to continuously stir this to make sure that it doesn't burn, and then we're going to let it sit and cool for a minute and then get that bottled. Now, you can put this in the refrigerator, but I would wait until it has cooled down. Okay, so the next one that we're going to do is going to be the salted caramel. Now, the irony in this one is that there's actually no caramel in it. We're going to start off with 1 cup of sugar, if I can find my measuring cup. We're going to have that 1 cup of sugar, that's white cane sugar, and 2 cups of water. We're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Now, you can use either raw vanilla, you can use vanilla extract. I love the vanilla that I get from Mexico. It is incredible in taste. Or you can use vanilla paste. Now, for this one, I am going to use the vanilla paste because I want to see those beautiful vanilla bean flecks in my syrup. So you're going to add 1 teaspoon of whichever vanilla that you want to use, and then a half a teaspoon of sea salt. Now, this one you're going to have to really be careful because it will burn easy. So we're going to bring it up to a beautiful rolling boil, and then we're going to make sure we're stirring it continuously and then bring it down. And once it gets to a beautiful kind of like golden color, it's not going to be dark, it's not going to be caramelly color, but it's going to have a beautiful golden color to it. And when you get to that point, that's when you're going to take it off the heat, let it cool, and then we'll add that to our bottle. Okay, so we have got our salted caramel taken off. Let's get that into our jar. I want to get all those vanilla beans in there. Okay, so on to our final and my favorite flavoring, banana cinnamon syrup. Now, I had this, I don't know if my mic was working or not, but I had this at Huckleberry roasters a couple, I think earlier in this week, and it was incredible. I've never tasted anything like it before, and it just, I would literally was driving home texting my daughters, don't text and drive, letting them know that this was just the most amazing coffee I had ever tasted. But in this recipe, it's going to be 1 cup sugar, 2/3 cup water, a pinch of salt, a pinch of cinnamon, and 3 ripe bananas. Now, I'm only going to use 1 banana just because I don't know, it is on the sweeter side. I don't know how often I will actually taste it, and it can only sit in the refrigerator for about 3 weeks. So I don't want to make too much of it. So I'm only using 1 banana in this. So again, 1 cup sugar, 2/3 cup water, a pinch of salt, a pinch of cinnamon, and banana. All right, I've got everything in my pot. I am going to bring that up to a boil. Once that boils and that sugar and salt has dissolved, then you're going to add your banana and you're going to let that come up to a nice boil, get that reduced down. What I would suggest is I mashed my bananas here. I would slice them just because it's going to make straining. You'll see later in the video, it'll make straining a lot easier. Okay, so we've got all that done. Now the last part is we have to strain this out because we don't want any chunks of banana in there. Now, if you want to use this for like sundaes and things like that, you definitely don't have to strain it out. And I'm not smushing the banana through, I'm just kind of clearing the pulp out so this can drain, the syrup can drain. And I'm going to rinse that out so we can do our next batch. It is definitely a thick syrup. So it would definitely be a good idea to maybe use this for like ice cream topping or banana splits. No, I did mash the bananas before I put them in there. Maybe if I had just sliced them that might give you a better consistency to strain this. But I only used one banana, so I wanted to make sure I got as much banana flavoring as I could. This one is going to be very sweet, so I don't know how often I'll use it, but it smells incredible. Just absolutely incredible. All right, now let's put this in our jar. And there you go. You have got your brown sugar, salted caramel, and your banana cinnamon. I've got my iced coffee here. I'm actually going to do the banana cinnamon. Oh, it smells so good. And then I've got my oat milk. So these will store in the refrigerator. The first two will store for probably 2 months, I would say. The banana will be about 3 weeks because obviously you've got some raw food in there. So you want to make sure that that only sits in there for about 3 weeks. That banana is so good. So remember, even though you can't go out to the coffee shop or if you don't want to go out to the coffee shop on a consistent basis and pay the amounts that they charge for coffee, which some of them are incredible and they definitely are worth it. You can do this at home. So make your own syrups. Next, I think we're going to do our own creamers. That's going to need to be a little bit more research because there are certain creamers that I just can't do. Try your coffee. If you are in the Denver area, try Huckleberry Coffee, and then obviously Black Rifle Coffee, which is fantastic. That you can order online. I think they have it on Amazon, but also blackrifle.com. Y'all have a great day. Happy almost fall. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.